Have you ever wondered if some seemingly harmless objects in your home might be disturbing the peace and harmony of your household? Sometimes, what seems like a simple decorative piece or a well-intentioned gift could actually be bringing negative influences that deeply affect your life. Before we continue, I'd love to know where you're watching from. Drop a comment with your city or country below. And as we go through these items, pay close attention and comment if you or someone you know has any of these objects at home. Let's discover together how to identify and remove these items to restore peace and protection in your home. As Christians, we believe that our home should be a sanctuary of peace, where the presence of God is felt and where we can find refuge from the turmoil of the outside world. However, without realizing it, we might allow certain objects that do not reflect the light of Christ into our homes, opening doors to negative spiritual influences. Padre Pio, a saint known for his deep faith and spiritual discernment, often warned about the dangers of keeping certain items in the home. He taught that these objects, often linked to pagan or esoteric practices, could serve as channels for evil forces that disrupt the harmony of the household and block the blessings that God wishes to bestow upon us. For Padre Pio, removing these objects was a necessary step to protect our spiritual lives and ensure that our home remains a place of peace and holiness. 1. Pagan relics and idols. Padre Pio warned that objects linked to ancient pagan religions, such as statues of gods or idols, were dangerous to the spiritual life of Christians. He believed that these items could be charged with negative energies or even evil spirits, disturbing the peace of a Christian home. To him, these objects not only represented a violation of Christian faith, but also served as entry points for unwanted spiritual influences. According to Padre Pio, the presence of these pagan relics in a home could prevent God's blessings from flowing freely, creating an environment ripe for discord and evil. He recommended that these items be removed immediately and that the house be blessed to restore peace and harmony. 2. Occult objects. Padre Pio was categorical in advising against the possession and use of objects related to the occult, such as tarot cards, Ouija boards, and crystals used in esoteric rituals. He viewed these items as true gateways for evil spiritual forces that could disturb the lives of those who owned them. Padre Pio believed that even curiosity or recreational use of these objects could trigger a series of negative events, such as anxiety, fear, and confusion. He taught that spiritual protection comes from faith in God, not from esoteric practices. Therefore, he encouraged his followers to rid themselves of these objects and to trust in divine protection through prayer. 3 books on magic and esotericism. To Padre Pio, books dealing with magic, esotericism, or mysterious cults represented a significant spiritual danger. He believed that the mere presence of these books in a home could attract negative influences, even if they were never read. Padre Pio warned that these books could fuel curiosity about the occult, which he saw as a spiritual trap. He taught that such texts could serve as an invitation for evil forces to disrupt the peace and harmony of a Christian home. Therefore, he recommended that these books be removed and replaced with readings that strengthen faith in Christ. 4. Profane art and disturbing sculptures. Padre Pio also warned about the danger of keeping artwork in the home that glorifies violence, immorality, or profane themes. He believed that these pieces could attract disturbing and negative energies, affecting the spiritual well-being of the inhabitants. According to Padre Pio, the presence of such artwork in a home could distort the purity and holiness that Christians should cultivate. He advised replacing these pieces with art that promotes Christian virtues, such as sacred images that uplift the spirit and bring the presence of God into the home. 5 music and movies with negative themes. Padre Pio emphasized the importance of being mindful of what we listen to and watch. He warned that music with negative or aggressive lyrics, as well as movies that glorify evil, can bring an oppressive and heavy atmosphere into the home, driving away peace and serenity. For Padre Pio, consuming such content was like allowing destructive energies into our lives. He encouraged his followers to choose music and films that promote goodness, hope, and faith, so that the environment at home would be a reflection of God's presence. 6 gifts from people with bad intentions. Padre Pio warned that gifts given with bad intentions, such as envy or malice, could carry negative energies that affect the life of the recipient. He believed that these gifts could serve as conduits for disturbing spiritual influences. Padre Pio taught that by accepting these gifts without discernment, Christians might be opening their lives to negativity and driving away God's blessings. He advised being prudent and, when necessary, disposing of these items and seeking spiritual protection through prayer. 7 amulets and talismans. Padre Pio was firm in his condemnation of the use of amulets and talismans, especially those created with the intention of manipulating spiritual forces. He believed that placing faith in material objects instead of in God was dangerous and opened doors to evil influences. For Padre Pio, trusting in amulets diverted people from the true source of protection, which is God. He taught that these objects did not bring real protection, but rather the possibility of spiritual chaos and confusion. Therefore, he encouraged his followers to rid themselves of these items and to fully trust in divine protection through faith and prayer. Now that you're aware of Padre Pio's warnings about these items, it's time to take action. If you've identified any of these objects in your home, consider removing them and replacing them with symbols that bring God's presence into your home. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends and family, and hit the like button. Let's work together to spread this message of protection and peace.